Oh, you guys are such losers.
I'm so sorry.
Go back down to Denver.
Please, I don't.
I live here. I live here. Nowhere where you ever came from, you low class slime.
We've all encountered them, those Karens who seem to have a knack for making life a tad trickier. You know, the ones who go full drama over the smallest hiccup, demand to see the boss for the slightest issue, or simply act as if they own the world. Yeah, those Karens. But imagine catching these Karens on camera, and they're completely clueless they're being watched. That's where things get interesting. In today's world, where everyone's got a smartphone and social media is king, those moments can turn into viral hits in no time. From the infamous Bikini Karen to the rowdy antics of drunk Karen and the entitled behavior of tourist Karen, a diverse cast of characters graces our screens. Here are 9 Karens who forgot they were being filmed. Number 1. Bikini Karen. This Karen, caught on camera wearing a bikini, simply does not like Mexicans.
Yeah, it's true. You have a fob, 2 people. You have a Mexican party in the pool.
It all began on a sunny day at an apartment complex in Lakewood, Colorado, where residents were enjoying the amenities, including a communal pool. On this particular day, a Mexican family decided to gather by the pool to soak up the sun and enjoy some quality time together. Little did they know that their peaceful day would soon take a dramatic turn. Enter Blair Featherman, a woman who would soon become infamous as Bikini Karen. Clad in a revealing bikini, she approached the pool area with an air of entitlement and a chip on her shoulder. It was clear that she had a bone to pick with anyone who didn't fit her narrow definition of who should be allowed in the pool. As the Mexican family settled in, Bikini Karen's eyes fixated on them. She couldn't fathom the idea of a Latino family enjoying themselves in what she believed was her exclusive domain. Ignoring the fact that the family had every right to be there, she decided to take matters into her own hands. Bikini Karen approached the family, demanding to see their key fob as if she were the self-appointed gatekeeper of the pool. The family, confident in their right to be there, calmly showed her their key fob, proving that they were legitimate residents of the condominium complex. However, instead of accepting this evidence and moving on, Bikini Karen's anger only intensified. She began hurling insults and racial slurs at the family, spewing venomous words that cut deep. It was a shocking display of bigotry and intolerance that left those witnessing the scene in disbelief. Unbeknownst to Bikini Karen, her tirade was being captured on camera by a bystander who couldn't believe what they were witnessing. The video, which would later go viral, would serve as undeniable evidence of the hate and vitriol that unfolded that day. As the confrontation escalated, Bikini Karen became aware of the camera pointed in her direction. Instead of reflecting on her actions and attempting to de-escalate the situation, she turned her anger towards the person recording, claiming that being recorded was a form of assault.
You can't just record me.
Despite the attempts of her male companion to calm her down, Bikini Karen continued to scream insults, this time targeting the family's choice of designer clothing. It was a bizarre and irrational response that only further highlighted the depths of her anger and prejudice. The video, although not capturing the entire event, provided a chilling glimpse into the disturbing mindset of Bikini Karen. It was clear that her actions were fueled by a toxic combination of entitlement, ignorance, and a deep-seated hatred towards those she deemed different from herself. In the aftermath of the incident, the video spread like wildfire across social media platforms, sparking outrage and condemnation from people around the world. The public's response served as a powerful reminder that such acts of discrimination and bigotry will not be tolerated. Number 2. Drunk Karen.
Bro, stop! Stop!
You guys find your back.
No,
I have a resistance.
no, this isn't resistance!
This is resisting.
This is not
Stop
resistance!
resisting.
This intoxicated Karen, caught on a police body camera, just can't seem to take a hint. In the world of entitled individuals, Karens are notorious for thinking they're above the law and believing everyone should follow their rules. But what happens when a Karen abuses her power as a worker and gets arrested on the job? This is a story that will make your jaw drop. It was a seemingly ordinary day at the car dealership, with employees and customers going about their business. Little did they know that this day would take an unexpected turn, thanks to one employee named Jennifer. Jennifer, a seemingly responsible and dedicated worker, arrived at work that day on time and completely sober. But as the hours ticked by, her behavior began to change. Co-workers and customers started to notice that something was off about Jennifer. She was becoming increasingly intoxicated, and it was impossible to ignore. She seemed fine when she arrived, but as the day went on, it was clear that something was wrong. She started drinking, and it only got worse as the hours passed. It was a shocking transformation. Concerned for Jennifer's well-being and the reputation of the dealership, the company made the difficult decision decision to terminate her employment. However, they soon discovered that removing Jennifer from the premises would not be as simple as they had hoped. As the news of her termination reached Jennifer, she seemed unfazed. Ignoring the commands of her employer, she continued to work as if nothing had happened. It was as if she believed she was above the rules and could do as she pleased. Tensions escalated when a coworker overheard Jennifer discussing her drinking habits during work hours on the phone. The shocking revelation solidified the company's decision to terminate her employment. Disbelief washed over the narrator as they listened to Jennifer openly admit to drinking while on the job, a blatant violation of company policy. With no other recourse, the company had no choice but to take action and terminate her employment. Armed with this damning information, the company sought assistance from law enforcement, hoping their presence would persuade Jennifer to vacate the premises. Little did they anticipate that this would only mark the beginning of a tumultuous series of events. As police officers arrived at the car dealership, they were met with Jennifer's defiant and intoxicated demeanor. Despite their attempts at reasoning, she remained combative and delusional, convinced of her superiority over the law. As the confrontation between Jennifer and the police intensified, it became clear that she had no intention of leaving the dealership peacefully. Despite multiple requests and warnings, Jennifer remained defiant, convinced that she was in the right.
We've asked you to leave. It's time to go.
Jennifer's delusions of grandeur only fueled her resistance. She believed that her status as a law school student somehow exempted her from the consequences of her actions. But the officers were not swayed by her claims. Despite her protests, Jennifer's resistance was futile. The officers managed to secure her in handcuffs, finally gaining control over the situation. But even in her restrained state, Jennifer continued to argue and proclaim her innocence. As Jennifer was led away by the officers, her threats and claims fell on deaf ears. It was a wild ride from start to finish, leaving everyone shaken and wondering just what had gotten into this drunken Karen. Number 3, tourist Karen. This particular Karen thinks the world revolves around her.
What did you say?
I do. You never
Breathe.
No, tell me what you said. Are you scared?
Breathe.
Are you so scared of what you
Breathe.
said? No, get the up.
Breathe. Do not do this.
Do it!
In early October, aboard a train bound for New York City, a woman named Karen ignited a scene that would soon captivate the internet. What began as an ordinary commute swiftly spiraled into a surreal confrontation involving a group of unsuspecting German tourists. The Who woman was in her 30s, believed that the young German men, who were simply conversing in their native language, were making nasty comments about her. Despite not understanding what they were saying, this Karen confronted them aggressively, demanding that they stop. Her partner, who appeared to be her boyfriend or husband, pleaded with her to calm down, even threatening to end their relationship if she continued her behavior.
He's not. Listen. He's not. He was not talking to you.
It's clear from the video that Karen's partner was more composed and socially aware than she was. Some internet users have questioned why he would be with someone like her in the first place, but perhaps it wasn't his character that kept them together. Maybe it was the fear of being caught on camera. As the situation escalated, a random bystander on the train found Karen's behavior amusing and goaded her to physically confront him. He even dared her to hit him with her best right hook. To everyone's surprise, Karen actually tapped him, fulfilling his request. It was a shocking moment that left everyone on the train stunned. What's even more perplexing is that these German tourists were likely just tourists, not even actual immigrants. And as Karen's partner pointed out, he himself is an immigrant too. So why the animosity towards these young men? It's a question that has left many scratching their heads. This incident took place on a New Jersey Transit train bound for New York City. Following the video's virality, the New Jersey Transit released a statement strongly condemning such behavior and encouraging customers to report similar incidents to train crew members or the New Jersey Transit Police. But who is this woman causing all the commotion? Her name is Bana Pinks, a 30-year-old woman who has now faced some serious consequences for her actions. Bana Pinks had been employed by 2 reputable recruitment companies in recent years. From 2019 to 2022, she worked for Interquest, a recruitment company, and from 2022 until now, she had been working at Capital RX, a tech-focused recruitment company. However, both companies did not take kindly to Bana's behavior on that fateful train. Capital RX in particular issued a statement confirming her termination, citing their zero-tolerance policy towards prejudicial or discriminatory behavior. It seems that Bana's behavior on the train was not an isolated incident. Former colleagues from her previous job at Interquest revealed some shocking information. They described her as not a good drunk and mentioned frequent aggressive and angry behavior, especially at work events where alcohol was involved. In fact, her outburst became so problematic that she was banned from attending work social events. Number 4, Beach Karen. This particular Karen just has no decorum.
What did I do?
So apparently you're dating on the beach.
It was a picturesque day at the beach with the sun shining brightly and the waves crashing gently against the shore. Families, couples, and friends flocked to the sandy oasis, seeking respite from their daily routines. Among them, a woman known for her eccentricities and penchant for seeking attention. This Karen arrived at the beach, seemingly innocuous, with her beach towel and bag in hand. Little did she know that this day would take a scandalous turn, forever altering her reputation within the community. The beach was abuzz with activity, as children built sandcastles, couples strolled hand in hand, and friends played beach volleyball. It was the epitome of a carefree summer day until the unexpected unfolded. This Karen found a spot near the water, away from the hustle and bustle of the crowd. She settled down on her towel, seemingly blending into the backdrop of beachgoers. But little did she know that her actions would soon attract the attention of concerned onlookers. Multiple calls flooded the local authorities, reporting a disturbing sight that left witnesses in disbelief. They claimed to have seen Karen engaging in a lewd act right there on the beach, an act that defied societal norms and shocked those who bore witness. Oblivious to the mounting accusations, this Karen continued her beachside activities, unaware of the storm brewing around her. It wasn't until the authorities approached her, requesting her presence for a moment, that she realized something was amiss. Confused and taken aback, this Karen stood before the authorities, her expression a mix of curiosity and concern. She couldn't fathom what the problem could be, as her innocent day at the beach suddenly took a dark and scandalous turn. The authorities, calm and composed, explained that they had received multiple calls regarding her behavior on the beach. They delicately asked Karen if she had been engaging in something she shouldn't have, a question that left her defensive.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they
families.
didn't. That's not true.
Why would they call it?
The authorities, determined to get to the bottom of the situation, pressed further, informing the woman that witnesses had reported her engaging in an inappropriate act. The woman's denial grew stronger as she struggled to comprehend how such accusations could be made against her. Witnesses who had been enjoying their day at the beach recounted the shocking sight they had witnessed. Their accounts painted a vivid picture of Karen's actions, leaving no room for doubt or speculation. The woman's belief that nobody was around her was shattered as she realized the gravity of the situation she found herself in. In an attempt to clear her name, the woman reached into her bag and presented it to the authorities, asking them to inspect its contents. The authorities hesitated, unsure of what they would find, but eventually agreed to delve into the bag. To their surprise, the authorities discovered a vibrator among Karen's belongings. The revelation left them momentarily speechless as they struggled to comprehend how someone could engage in such behavior in a public place. The woman was later arrested. Number 5. Home Invasion Karen. This particular Karen has no sense of boundary.
And we're going to report you. I'm now going to report this to the owner because this is too much.
This particular Karen barged into a guy's apartment to complain about the noise coming from the apartment. The entitlement was mind-boggling. On a serene evening, the calm of Devante Deschwanden's rooftop concert was abruptly shattered by the unexpected intrusion of a woman known only as Karen. With brazen entitlement, she barged into Devante's apartment uninvited, her disdain for boundaries evident in her audacious actions. Devante, armed with his GoPro camera, confronts the Karen, who has brazenly entered his house uninvited. Devante tries to reason with Karen, suggesting that she could have simply knocked on the door and he and his friends would have turned down the noise. This Karen's justification for her trespass was as baffling as it was illogical. Pointing to a welcome sign intended for party guests, she contended that it granted her unfettered access to the premises. The welcome sign on the front door was actually intended for the party guests, directing them to the rooftop area.
So if you don't want people to come in, don't write entrance.
Why do you hate music so
Rooftop,
much?
third floor.
She seems to believe that this sign somehow grants her permission to enter the house uninvited. It's a baffling and illogical argument, but this particular Karen clings to it as if it were a valid excuse for her intrusion. Throughout the encounter, Devante remains calm and collected, despite the blatant violation of his privacy. He suggests that Karen should leave and even offers to report the incident to the homeowner. But Karen, undeterred, responds with a dismissive "feel free" and accuses Devante and his friends of regularly causing disturbances. It's clear that she has a preconceived notion about them, painting them as troublemakers without any evidence to support her claims. As the confrontation continues, Devante's friends join him, expressing their disbelief at Karen's audacity. They discuss the possibility of following her to her own house to see who she is. In a stroke of luck, they manage to capture the license plate of Karen's car, which turns out to be a BMW. With this information, they are determined to hold her accountable for her actions. The footage ends with Devante and his friends vowing to get the license plate information and potentially report report Karen to the authorities. It's a shocking turn of events that highlights the lengths some people will go to assert their perceived authority and entitlement. The fact that Karen not only entered someone's home uninvited, but also recorded them while lecturing them is a clear violation of personal boundaries. This incident raises numerous questions. How did Karen feel justified in breaking into someone's home to complain about a party? What consequences, if any, will she face for her actions? And why does she believe that her entitlement grants her the right to invade someone's privacy? Number 6. Angry mom.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing a swimsuit.
Can you show it to us?
It was this.
As the sun glistened on the crystal-clear waters of the lake, Oria Miranda, a 24-year-old student from Mexico, was looking forward to a relaxing day at the beach. Little did she know that her peaceful outing would soon turn into a nightmare. As Miranda settled down on her beach towel, enjoying the warmth of the sand beneath her feet, a woman approached her with a look of disapproval etched on her face. This woman, who would soon be known as Angry Mom Karen, wasted no time in expressing her outrage. Pointing towards Miranda's skimpy bikini, Karen declared, "See those people over there? Yeah, those are my boys. They can't seem to take their eyes off you, and it's completely inappropriate for you to be flaunting yourself in the middle of a public place like this." Confused and taken aback by the sudden confrontation, Miranda tried to maintain her composure. She politely declined Karen's offer of a pair of shorts, not understanding why she was being singled out for her choice of swimwear. The audacity of Karen's words left Miranda speechless. She couldn't comprehend how someone could feel entitled to dictate what she should wear and shame her for simply enjoying a day at the beach. It was a moment that would forever be etched in her memory. Little did Karen know that her actions would soon be met with widespread criticism and condemnation. The incident quickly caught the attention of other beachgoers, who were appalled by Karen's audacity to shame a young woman for her choice of swimwear. News of the encounter spread like wildfire. The encounter with the angry mom Karen had a profound impact on Oria Miranda, both emotionally and mentally. The incident left her feeling humiliated and attacked for simply expressing herself through her choice of swimwear. It was a stark reminder of the body shaming and judgment that many individuals face on a daily basis. However, amidst the negativity, Miranda found solace in the unexpected support she received from various sources. Friends, family, and even strangers rallied behind her, offering words of encouragement and solidarity. Messages of support flooded her social media accounts, with people from all walks of life expressing their admiration for her resilience and determination to be unapologetically herself. But it wasn't just individuals who stood by Miranda's side. Organizations and influencers in the body positivity movement also reached out, offering their support and amplifying her story. They recognized the importance of standing up against body shaming and the need to create a more inclusive and accepting society. In the face of adversity, Miranda remained steadfast in her resolve. She refused to let the incident define her or dampen her spirit. Instead, she channeled her energy into spreading awareness and promoting self-love through her social media platforms. Number 7. Victoria's Secret Karen. This particular Karen is one of the most notorious ones caught in a video.
No, excuse, now you are, oh my God! Oh my God! Do you see this?
Was a seemingly ordinary day at the Victoria's Secret store, filled with eager shoppers browsing through racks of lingerie and beauty products. Little did they know, they were about to witness a spectacle that would go down in internet history. Our story begins with Abigail Elphick, an ordinary woman who would soon become known as the infamous Victoria's Secret Karen. Abigail, seemingly innocuous at first glance, was about to unleash a storm of entitlement and aggression that would shock the world. Enter Ijeoma Ukenta, a quick-thinking woman who happened to be in the right place at the right time. Armed with her smartphone, Ijeoma captured the entire incident on camera, unknowingly setting the stage for a viral sensation. The video footage reveals Abigail's demeanor shifting from calm to explosive within seconds. She can be seen hurling insults and making demands, causing a scene that quickly drew the attention of other shoppers and store employees. But here's where things take a shocking turn. As Abigail's anger reaches its peak, she suddenly notices Ijeoma discreetly filming her every move. In a desperate attempt to salvage her image, Abigail's aggression subsides, and she switches gears, turning on the waterworks and pretending to be the victim. Crocodile tears stream down Abigail's face as she tries to manipulate the situation, hoping to escape the consequences of her own actions. But little did she know, her performance was caught on camera, forever etching her behavior into the annals of internet history. The video, shared across social media platforms, spread like wildfire, captivating audiences worldwide. People were astounded by Abigail's audacity and the stark contrast between her aggressive outburst and her sudden transformation transformation into a helpless victim. The incident quickly became a hot topic of discussion, with hashtags like #Victoria's Secret Karen trending on social media. The world couldn't get enough of the Victoria's Secret Karen, and the video became a symbol of entitlement and privilege gone awry. In response to the incident, Victoria's Secret issued a statement, assuring customers that their safety is their top priority. The company vowed to conduct a thorough investigation into the matter, promising to hold those involved accountable for their actions. The local police department also weighed in, acknowledging the incident and announcing their own investigation into the conduct of the officers present during the EU altercation. Determined to seek justice, Ijeoma took matters into her own hands. She headed to the police station to file a formal complaint against Abigail and confront the officers about their handling of the situation. But Ijeoma didn't stop there. Recognizing the legal battles ahead, she started a GoFundMe page to raise funds for her legal expenses. Little did she know the support she would receive would be nothing short of astounding. Within a short period of time, the GoFundMe page garnered an overwhelming response, with donations pouring in from people around the world. Incredibly, the page raised over $100,000, a testament to the public's support for Ijeoma and their desire to see justice served. Number 8. Male Karen. In recent years, we've come to realize that the archetype of the Karen isn't exclusive to women. Men can embody this behavior as well.
Yep, that's a thong and that's a bra.
That is a bathing suit.
Take young eyes into consideration. They don't need to see right in front.
On a sunny day at a beach in Fort Collins, Colorado, two 18-year-old girls, who we are going to call Sarah and Emily, basked in the warmth of the sun, clad in their bikinis. Little did they anticipate the attention they would draw from a man whose actions would soon become the talk of the town. As Sarah and Emily enjoyed their day, relishing the beach vibes, their tranquility was shattered by the unwelcome intrusion of Logan Dorn. With an air of entitlement, he approached the girls, chastising them for their choice of swimwear, deeming it too revealing.
You're flaunting your stuff.
I'm not flaunting anything. Don't look at me.
You look around and you're the only thing that sticks out because your whole body.
Okay, well, why are you looking at me?
Logan's remarks were both shocking and humiliating. Sarah, quick to react, began recording the encounter on her phone, determined to expose his outrageous behavior. As public outrage mounted, Logan's employer, a construction company, launched an investigation into his behavior, ultimately deciding to terminate his employment. The repercussions of his actions were clear. Logan Dorn not only lost his job, but also faced the harsh judgment of public opinion for his inappropriate and intrusive behavior towards the teenage girls. Number 9. Shirtless Golf Course Karen. This male Karen at a golf course is just ridiculous.
Now get the off the cart.
Walter?
Walter?
Oh, here we go.
You see that?
Oh.
That's what you spend to heaven. So you want to test God? You come get it. Shit.
The video, originally uploaded on TikTok, quickly gained traction and spread like wildfire across various social media platforms. It has become a meme, a topic of discussion, and a source of entertainment for millions. But beyond the viral nature of the video, there is a deeper story to be told. The incident took place at the Crooked Creek Golf Course in southeast Michigan, a seemingly peaceful setting for a day of leisurely golfing. However, on that particular day, tensions ran high as a group of golfers found themselves face-to-face with an individual who would soon become known as the Shirtless Golf Course Rage Karen. According to witnesses who claimed to be one of the golfers in the group, the incident was sparked by a dispute over a golf ball. One of the girls in the group had hit her special ball, which held sentimental value, too close to the shirtless man. In an unexpected turn of events, he decided to claim the ball as his own, leading to a heated confrontation. The video captures the intense exchange between the golfers and the shirtless man, with insults and threats flying back and forth. The situation escalates as the man becomes increasingly aggressive, even challenging the golfers to physically fight him. It's a shocking display of rage and erratic behavior that leaves everyone involved and those watching in disbelief. But who is this shirtless individual, and what led him to this explosive outburst? The man in question is identified as John Reeb, a 41-year-old realtor from Archbald, Ohio. And it turns out that this incident is not an isolated event in Reeb's life. A deep dive into Reeb's history reveals a long list of public offenses, including complaints, incidents, arrests, altercations, and even car crashes. His rap sheet spans over 16 years, with a pattern of erratic and aggressive behavior. Reeb's confrontations with neighbors, disorderly conduct charges, and even instances of chasing after cars while shirtless paint a picture of a troubled individual. The incident at the golf course has led to Reeb being banned from multiple golf courses in the area, but it remains to be seen if further consequences will be imposed. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.